Girl, I'm about to go tell my truth at the Revels room.
But I know my nigga still love her. Never judge a book by his cover. He may not act like he bought it, but he ready for whatever. Never judge a book by his cover. Never judge a book by his cover. Yeah, never judge a book by his cover.
What is some of the things that you can tell women to like help spice it up?
Leave.
Leave?
And then it'll make for a beautiful story when they decide to come out. They'll come back to you and then they'll fix everything.
You petty as fuck.
I am. I really am. It's like,
what's the pettiest thing you ever did?
degrading yourself. A man has a hand, let him use it.
Because you know that's not what you're going for. You know it's not going to
Can
work.
we please talk about that?
Hey everybody, this is another episode of Bobby Interviews. Today we have another special guest, Mrs. Kyah. How are you doing today?
Hey guys. Good.
Today, basically, on all of my episodes, only thing I do is just ask questions and ask different scenarios and just want to get your honest opinion on those. No opinion or statement is wrong. But we got to do an icebreaker. And it's the same icebreaker as every episode. It's a game. And basically, the game is called Reservations, Hot Wings, and Movies. And basically, those are 3 dates. A reservation date where you get dressed up and go to a nice restaurant, valet parking. And the hot wing date is where you get your hair down, you get to drink a beer, have a few friends around, but you know you with that guy. And the last one is a movie date. You just go to the movies. It's not ideal weather, but these are your 3 people that you got to choose from: Bill Cosby, Donald Trump, and R. Kelly. And you can only choose one for one specific date. The floor is yours.
We're gonna go with Bill Cosby. We'll do a movie.
The movie with Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think he'll fall asleep in the movie? That's
what I'm hoping. That will be all right. And then I can leave early.
Okay. And the hot wing date?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump? You think Donald Trump will like have a few beers or martini? What you think?
Martini.
He's a martini guy?
Yeah. He can't handle a beer.
With what's around his rim? What you think is gonna be around the rim? Salt, sugar?
Probably sugar. Honestly.
Hey, I can dig it. And R. Kelly, last but not least, he's going to the reservation date. But R. Kelly,
Exactly.
I don't see him as like a dress up type of guy going to reservations. Like, do you think
That's okay? He'll
What
probably
type
go to Topgolf.
Oh,
He
okay.
dressed up together.
Okay, you
Keep
think
it
outside the
cash.
box. Okay, you think outside the box. I like it. I like it. Topgolf.
Yeah. That way it's not boring.
It's not.
Dinners get boring.
Right. So are your dates like, do you prefer a nice scene or you just want good food?
Good food.
So food over the scene. So it doesn't matter if it's a shitty restaurant.
Yeah. Usually the hole in the walls are the best places.
Yeah. Would you like to share with us some of your hole in the wall restaurants?
I don't have any. I go to the same places all the time.
Well, let's get one.
It's not really a hole in the wall though. It's Grindhouse.
Grindhouse?
Killer Burgers in Atlanta.
And what's on that menu that you usually get every time?
Just a veggie burger with sweet potato fries.
Veggie burger and sweet potato. Hey, I fucks with the sweet potato fries, but the veggie burger, I don't know. I think I haven't tried a veggie. Is a bean burger a veggie burger?
Mm-hmm. That's all it
So
is.
so that's all veggie burgers are. So when people like, I mean, a veggie burger, that's just a bean burger, basically.
Yeah,
Are there different types?
yeah. But
Uh,
usually I just get a black bean burger.
have you been to a slutty vegan restaurant?
No, my family has, but I haven't.
You plan on going to it, or are you like, nah, I ain't really rocking with it?
And it's not a big deal to me.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I stick to my usual places.
okay. Changing lanes. So, when was the first time you got or snuck into a guy's phone, and what was your method of getting his password?
I asked for it up front.
He gave it to you, just straight up gave it to you.
Yeah. If a guy's not willing to do that, I have red flags written all over you.
Right.
That's a
And
red flag.
did he have like any questions for you why you wanted it?
No, no question.
Interesting.
I don't normally get questions like that. It's like, I mean, either you do or you don't, and then I'll question why not. And then when I get the password and I figure out why not, it's like, okay, cool. So this is what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the first app that you go to once you get into the phone?
Text messages.
Just straight text messages. Not pics. You
Straight
don't
to
care
text
about. Okay. And
straight to text messages. But I fucked up not going to pictures first. But that's another story for
no,
another
no. So
time.
we want that
Right.
story now. Yes, we want that story now.
So I waited like I'd say 5 months because I was like, people don't really keep pictures in their phone like that. But
Right.
he had a very explicit something in there. So I was like, yeah, so you want to talk about that? Like,
All right. So when you seen it, did you immediately bring it to his attention, or did you like wait and let it simmer?
no, I immediately did. He was in the middle of football practice and I walked out to the field and I let him know, like, yo, you might want to come over here or else you're staying right where you are.
Also, this was in high school or something.
No,
What?
like this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you mind? Do you mind saying the school this was at?
I wasn't out of school. It was just he was practicing with his friends,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
just like workouts. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Gotcha.
hmm
And the text messages and the text messages, you know, the iPhone has the search at the top. Do you type
Yeah.
something like a keyword in there?
No. I just click on it and just go to the top, start reading all the way down like it's a book.
So if he has his group of guy friends, do you go through those messages? Because
No.
so
Mm-mm.
so you do respect the bro code of
Oh
not
yeah,
like.
most definitely.
Have you heard that that's where the most juice is?
Yes. But I feel like that's like your sanctuary. Like you deserve that. Like I wouldn't want guys going through like me and
Your
my
group.
girls group. Yeah. So it's like keep that to the side. But anything else, let's see what juice of gossip y'all got going on in here, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And and those are the only two apps that you would go to: the pictures and messages.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram can get deleted. Snapchat, you only have that for a while. Facebook, you're on Facebook, you're just like bottom of the barrel. Twitter, nobody really uses that, only to tweet, so not a big deal.
Okay. So what's the first sign or some red flags that will alert you that a guy is maybe cheating?
Communication skills start going down.
So patterns,
Like,
right?
yeah.
Because,
If your communication started up here and then it just starts trickling down, something's not right. Affection's another thing. That's like big. If you miss
affection.
that. Yeah, affection.
I know what
Like
affection is, but like so
when guys start getting attention from other girls, their affection toward the girl that they're with kind of like it doesn't come to a halt, but it's less.
so I'm not holding your hand as much in public, stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty
Mm,
much.
mm, mm, mm. Have you ever
Yeah.
been like texting a guy and just got ghosted?
No, I normally do that to people.
Oh, thank you. We're about to move to this. I want to know what are some reasons why women may ghost a nigga? Like why?
Okay, so let's be real.
Mhm.
Women are probably talking to about 5 or 6 men at the same time, and they have their number one man that they hold to their heart, and then
They're
just
wrong.
like string everyone else along.
So
And then
women,
guys get ghosted because the first one, their number one, starts acting the way they need them to, and then
mhm.
they just let the other ones fall off.
I 100% agree.
I mean, they're not
Because
going to admit that, but it's true. I mean, it's real life.
yeah. So uh, what I want to know, this is my own personal question. When
Mhm.
women break up with a guy, they do they like have that next guy, and do they immediately go in and like let him know that that she's single, that she's on the market?
It depends on the girl. So I personally was like, I'll straight up let a guy know, like, hey, you might want to get your shit together because I can pull any guy I want, kind of thing. Like,
Because you got
I'm,
that sauce.
yeah, not even like I don't even have to be like the cutest girl ever, but like
If
I
you
have my
want it,
shit together.
gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on the girl too. Like it depends on the breakup and the situation too. Some girls might not have any guys in line because dropped all their they ghosted all their other guys, and so they got to kind of figure out how to pick that back up, or they have another guy on the line and they're like, all right, cool, we're in that one, but they're not like die hard for him. So it just depends. It depends on the girl. But I
Interesting.
think for the most part, like they don't, I think for most girls anyways, I think they'll give it like a month and then they'll come out of the woodworks with another guy.
Gotcha. So with that being said, so I think you're aware of your appearance and your character. So and that's dope. Have you ever, or when was the first time you used that to your advantage?
All the time.
Because you think men are just like dumb and just like dweebs? Or are you like, I want it.
No.
I have this attribute and I'm gonna use it to the best of my ability.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, all girls, all guys possess that. It's just like how you carry yourself. If you can't carry yourself in a way that's like your top notch shit, then of course you're gonna not get what you want in this world. You know what I mean?
All right. So,
And most people are afraid to be single. So it's like
but why is that? Like, this is what I want to touch on. Like,
because
why?
people crave affection and the need to be needed. That's why everyone wants to be needed by someone, whether it be your parents, another person. Like ever since we were little, we wanted the attention of our parents, the approval of our parents, or whoever was watching us. And then when you get older, you kind of like drift away from that person. So it's like, all right, cool. Now I need to find someone else, whether it be your friend group or a significant other. So that's where that comes from. But we all have a desire in our heart to be needed by someone else in affection with someone else.
So you think right now? Because me, I'm not like um, craving affection.
So
So
I
you think?
listened to one of your videos. I got a question about that. You talked about how you're not a softie, but one of your friends are. You're more of the I don't care kind of guy. Can you elaborate on that too
Uh,
today?
yeah. I'll elaborate right now. Like,
So why
okay.
are some guys the I don't care guy, and what does that actually mean?
Uh, where the I don't care guy is basically the guy that's going to get his ball and leave. And that with that being said, meaning that a lot of guys play games, mental games with girls because they want that girl. But I'm the type of guy, you're gonna play my game, and if not, I'm gonna take my ball and go play somewhere else.
Selfish, prideful.
Yeah.
Is that
Very, very.
okay? Okay.
Uh, and that's just I think me
So is
right
that,
now.
do you think it's all I don't care guys, or is just that just speaking for yourself?
I can only speak for myself, but I know a lot
Okay.
of guys. I know a lot of guys that's this thing, called red pill, blue pill, and
Hmm.
uh I'm a dominant person, and I'm not gonna be
Okay.
playing fuck games with a woman. Like I understand, like girls can be like manipulative as fuck and like be controlling, but I'm
Hmm.
not. I'm not the person to play that game with. Like I still come around, we could be cool, but I don't think you're gonna manipulate me because it's not gonna work. One, because I got my own shit as well. I'm gonna go fucking home. You can't make me sleep on the couch. I go to my fucking house. So
Yeah.
and I think women use that as a war tactic. Basically, it's showing power and force. If we get in an argument, you mad at me, I sleep on the couch. You're showing your power and force.
I think that's
So
disrespectful though. Also, I hate that.
right. So it's
I'm not a
training.
fan of that.
Yeah. So it's training the guy mentally to not disagree with his woman, and I hate that. Like, what's wrong with a disagreement? So if me and you we have a disagreement, that means I gotta.
No, that means there needs to be a resolution. What if you never come to a resolution, then what?
If you don't come to a resolution, then you can agree to disagree, but respect that person's boundaries. But if you're in a relationship, I don't think that. Well, it's rare that I think you'll not come to a resolution.
What if you don't?
If you don't, then just respect that person's boundaries and their viewpoint on that specific subject or whatever that viewpoint is that you was talking about.
So, do you think it's healthy to agree to disagree on some things, or
Yeah, because I agree to disagree with a lot of people, but I still get along with them. Like we still hang out, but I know that some stuff they not going for because they viewpoint on it.
okay, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a I'm what you say. I'm a team player. You know what I'm saying? So like
Hmm.
if a if a woman is trying, whatever it may be, and if I don't like it, but if you're trying, I'm gonna rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you just like fuck it, then okay, well, I take my ball and I go somewhere else. Go to another court.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Uh, so with that being said,
But fun fact, usually if you install it in someone's head, they start doing it. Like it's crazy. Like bizarre. Like, okay, so this guy, he didn't make his bed, okay? I was like, why do you not make your bed in the morning? Like that's very stressful.
mhm,
Then one day just started making the bed. So I mean, if you initiate it, you let them know how stressful it is, they might change, you know?
because he was showing effort. So did he
Exactly.
completely? So he did he completely make his bed every day, or he was just like he might miss a week.
It's no, still to this day, if I go over there, that bed is made.
Mm, I like it. I
That's
like it.
crazy.
Yeah. So if you go over there, so that means your pull up game strong, huh?
I don't know. Yes, no,
Okay. Yeah. No, maybe so.
maybe.
We want concrete answers. So if you're dating a guy, and if you think, or you hear, or if you see, okay, you FaceTime him, and you see something weird out of the ordinary, will you just pull up over there without even telling him?
No, I'd question it right then and there. I'd be like, show me the left, show me the right, and what's going on there. Like straight up like that. Like I don't need to pull up for you to show me what's going on. Now, if you're like, no, I don't want to, then it's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call you back. Then I'll pull up.
Gotcha.
But I mean,
Gotcha.
I'm not wasting my gas. I mean, you're just gonna explain yourself over the phone. If you can't do that, then you gotta go.
Mm. So have you ever cheated?
No,
Came close to
I
it
mean,
though.
emotionally, yes, but that's it. I'm not one of those.
Oh, oh, I
That's
never
probably the
heard.
biggest.
I never heard that answer. Can you please, please elaborate? Like, because if you do
Emotionally,
it, I believe like other women do it. So like, can you please?
most definitely. Okay, so naturally, women need attention. They need a boost of confidence because that's just who they are. They want to be heard. You're cute today. Oh, I like the dress on you. You don't normally wear a dress. Blah, 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 blah. Hence why they have so many selfies on Snapchat, Instagram, all that jazz. They're looking, they're baiting. That's what they're doing. So if the guy that you're talking to is not, you know, giving you compliments and making you feel worthy, literally he can just be used to having you around, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, like she's mine, she's bad, like that's what it is. But a girl in her head, she's thinking, oh, he doesn't notice me anymore, so it's like, cool, I gotta get it elsewhere. So that's cheating emotionally.
Gotcha.
Having deep conversations with guys when you can be having it with your significant other, not talking to your significant other about how bad your day is and things like that, that's cheating emotionally. That's probably the worst.
I somewhat agree. I never thought about it that way.
Because guys do it too, but they don't realize that they're emotionally cheating. And then they realize, oh shit, like I kind of like this girl that I'm talking to. Like she talks to me different than my other girl does. So I'm gonna dabble in that, see what that, and that's how cheating happens, when it starts with emotions.
So you said that is the worst one. So if a guy physically cheats with a woman, you think?
I mean, that's bad too. Like that's horrible. But like, I mean, I think
Have you ever came close to cheating?
No. Emotionally, yes. I believe in dating till marriage. Most people dating to become married. Most people just date to date nowadays.
You don't casually date.
Mm-mm.
Is
it's a waste of my time.
Is there anything that you're willing to like compromise to be with a person that you want to entertain or be with?
Yeah, some things. It depends on what it is. And I let them know like right off the back, like what I'm willing to do, what I'm not willing to do, kind of thing. It just depends on the person as well.
Okay, so what about like hanging out with certain friends?
If they wanted to?
Yeah, like
or
if they
I wanted to.
No, if they was like, hey, I don't like her. She's kind of, a loose goose, a loose cannon. I don't like you hanging around her.
Okay, so I strongly believe the company you keep becomes who you are. So I'm real particular about who I hang around with. But like, if a guy I'm talking to is hanging around someone who I'm like, I can tell they're not good for your character, like I'll straight up let you know, and you take what you want with what I tell you. But eventually, they will see like, oh shit, like you were right, and it's happened multiple times. So it's just like, So I can't. I've never had anyone tell me I don't like the people that you hang around, unless it was my mother. Of course, like that. Like,
Okay.
don't like anyone you hang around.
Vice versa. Have you ever been with a guy and you don't like the company or the guys that's around him?
Guys, yes, but they end up. His friends end up noticing the change in him, so they end up changing as well.
Whoa! So you got the ability to change a whole group of niggas?
I do. I love deep conversations with people, changing their lives, their perspectives. So you just never know. Yeah.
Okay. And what was? I'm not gonna make you go too in depth. But what was like that one biggest change that you seen in them?
Honestly, the way that they carried themselves and the way that they treated like their girlfriends, that changed like completely. Like they were more respectful to their girlfriends. They made sure they made more time with them. So, yeah. And a lot of them are married now. So,
But you aren't.
I'm not. And I
Okay.
don't think I want to be anytime soon either. Okay, hear me out.
Okay. So,
Go ahead with your question.
Do you think you like a quote unquote a tough cookie? If you want me to elaborate, I will elaborate.
No, like I am. I'm extremely difficult. Like extremely difficult. Like I seriously like my way or the highway. I don't like if you don't answer a question correctly. I don't like if you say something and I'm like, yeah, but you could have came about that a different way. Like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, maybe try this way next time. Like, that's who I am. So definitely, definitely a tough cookie.
So what's the longest you're willing to wait for marriage? Come on, you got to be realistic. Come on now, this is 2020. Like,
2.5
if you
years
hold on, that's dating or that's engaged.
dating. That's the longest that I would date.
Wow. So
I mean, on it, let's be real, okay? You never truly even know someone until you move in with them.
I said the same thing a couple of days ago because until you see how they live, that's what you see. So if we go out on
And
dates,
then when you're, wait, but then when you're married to them, they're like, oh, okay, cool, I got you locked in. So now I'm gonna just show you everything.
I said the
And then
same.
you're trapped at that point.
I said the same
So,
thing a couple of days ago because you I think you shouldn't be in a serious relationship until you move in with them, until you see how they live.
yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Because I literally just said that, and she was looking at me like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah," because like we can be going out on dates, but if you got some practices that I don't like, or if I see some things that I just can't deal with, then what's the point of us dating if I know later on that we're not going to stick together because I don't like how you live in your lifestyle? It's like a
I'm
setup.
gonna be 100% honest. So growing up, I was like, no, like I'm not moving in until I'm married with anyone. Okay. My mom was like, knowing you might want to live with them beforehand. I was like, no, like I'm good. Lasted 3 months living with someone and I had to go.
And what was like that biggest breaking point?
I don't know a lot, honestly. It just depends. Depend on my day, how I felt, energy was off. And I gotta go. That's it.
You're fucking self-centered. You are fucking self-centered.
I
I mean,
am. I really
but
am.
it's but this is the thing. When I say that, I say it with love because you know it. It's different between like somebody not knowing them. You know you, so you're quick to like. I think that you're quick to like no Tinder swipe left, like no a nigga because you know that's not what you're going for. You know it's not going to
Can we
work.
please talk about that? Can we please talk about people's Tinder profiles? I really just want to fix all the guys' profile photos because they're trash.
Okay,
Straight
help
trash.
us help us out on
And
Tinder.
if
Help us out on Tinder. What profile
get
pics?
rid of the beers, get rid of your drugs. Like, we don't care about that. We don't care about your car. Get that out of the picture too. Pull your pants up. Have some respect about yourself. Like, and for the girls who swipe right on guys like that, it's just like, hmm.
Yeah, but I think because it's a different mindset that um what what you're going on it for and what other girls are going on it for. It's
I
probably different.
mean,
So,
probably,
so
possibly.
they might be like hood boogers. Hood boogers might be attracted to that shit. So that's why they post it.
But you find all that out the first time you meet someone, literally.
Yeah. So
Ask the right questions, hang
wow.
out longer than 25 minutes, and you'll know their whole life story from the
Okay.
day that they were born to the time that they walked out of their parents' house.
All right. So you just made me create a new segment. Right now, well, not a segment, but a new uh, part in Bobby interviews. Right now, we're going
Mm-hmm.
to create. Right now, we're going to create a Tinder profile. First, how many pictures should there be?
At least 4.
At least 4. And how
Mm-hmm.
many of those pictures should be face shots or full body shots?
All of them should be face shots. Not really any group shots unless it's like 2 people or 3. No more than 3. Having like your group of friends, trash. Full body, probably 2 out of the 4.
Okay. And gear, what type of clothes should they have on? Should they be like showing at a beach? Should they be showing uh in the car? Should they be showing like
Who,
what
girls or guys?
uh guys, because you're helping us out. This is what this episode is
Okay, guys.
for.
Just be presentable. I mean, you can honestly throw on a pair of sweatpants, basketball shorts, like that's cash. Nobody cares about that. But you don't have to have a haircut either. Like that's fine. We understand. Like it might not be a haircut day. Show what you look like on a non-haircut day. That's perfectly fine. But just be presentable. Don't
Uh-huh.
be blah.
All right.
Because usually the blah ones are the ones if girls have like Instagram hooked to it and then they just randomly follow them and stuff. And it's like, where did you come from? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, put your face, like 9 times out of 10, if a girl sees your face and you look put together, they'll swipe right and they'll just be like, curious. You know what I mean?
I guess I'm not a girl, but I guess yeah, sure.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
guys, if they saw a girl's face, they might not be like the hottest girl on Tinder, but they'd still swipe right and they'll be like, curious.
Oh, I'm a nigga. Sometimes I just get my phone and just do this. I'm just,
That's disrespectful.
like I'm dead ass. But nah. But so moving down to descriptions, like what wording should not be in there?
I don't know. I feel like that's up to you. I think that's up to you because honestly, mine was kind of trash. Mine was a joke. I got off of Google from dad jokes because I love dad jokes. But yeah,
All right, give me one.
I don't have any. I usually just look them up on Google and just sit here in my room and laugh just because that's what I enjoy.
I got a joke that I heard off TikTok.
What is it?
What's the useless part of skin around the vagina called?
What?
The woman.
That's disrespectful.
But it's fucking funny. It's hilarious. You can't lie.
That is disrespectful. No, it's hilarious.
Okay. Glad you have a sense of humor.
I'm dead. I might have to use that one.
So,
Anyways,
have you ever been in a relationship and you felt like it was dying down? And if so, like, what is some of the things that you can tell women to like help spice it up?
leave.
Leave.
And then it'll
You
make for a beautiful
petty.
story when they decide to come out. They'll come back to you and then they'll fix everything. See, that's the problem there. Too. Men are not held accountable for the trash that they do. And they all blame it on the women. The women get bashed. They get called hoes when men are just as much as hoes as they are. But it's also women have no respect for themselves and they can't just sit the fuck down. But we're not gonna talk about that either. But yeah. Women have so much power that they just choose not to use. And it's real sad.
Oh man. So the biggest power. Oh fuck me, man. So the biggest power that you think women have is their sexual desires.
Not even that. It's just that guys want that. Guys need that. Guys desire that. Women want that. Women need that. Women desire that.
Mm-hmm.
Girls get to choose who they sleep with. Guys will sleep with anything. So it's like women, boss the fuck up, stop being loose as a goose, and make them work for it. It's not that hard.
I choose though.
I mean, you can think that. You can honestly, truly think that, but you don't.
Of course, she has to agree with it, but there's women that want to sleep with me that I'm like, nah.
You don't choose. I mean, you can think that,
I don't
but
think
genuinely,
I don't. I don't think I have as much say so as a woman does. No, I'm not saying that. I know a woman like can fuck every nigga in the room, and none of the guys would fucking care.
Yeah, that's disgusting too. I don't. Why are you guys okay with going in one girl like after your bro did? Like, what?
I mean,
Then you've had sex with your bro.
me personally, I'm not fond of it. I never did it. I can't speak for it, but I mean, I do say niggas do look at pussy as just pussy, but I
And that's a
go,
problem.
going back to what you said, like it is much harder for a man to get sex than a woman. I do
It is.
agree with
I feel bad for men too, because women don't have to do anything, and guys will just start buying them stuff. I mean, let's be real. Girls can make an OnlyFans and make way more money than a guy can.
oh fucking course. I just did an interview with a girl yesterday, and she said she made I forget how much just off her fucking feet.
Isn't that sad? That just
No,
means men
no,
have
no,
no.
no. It is sad, but it's like I I slick love it because I like for her, like you know what I'm saying, like damn baby, get your
But what
money.
about the bros? What about the bros who want to get money doing something like that? Girls aren't going to pay for that. Girls don't have fetishes like guys do.
Yeah, I mean I hate it. I hate it for us. That's why we got to find our own hustle and do our own thing. But then again, that's why I hate to say it, treat y'all like shit because you can leave us at any time and get someone else. So why would I give all my attention to you when I know you can just leave me at any moment? And I think
Okay,
that's
let's elaborate on that.
and I think that's
So do
another
you
reason
think
why men are abusive because they don't want to be left and they know it's gonna be harder to find another one.
is that why?
That's what I think. No, that's not. That's just what I think. I think that's why men be like beat on their girls because they want to make them stay because they know trying to find another one is going to be fucking hard, especially if you don't.
Or what if
Especially if you
what
like
if
social skills.
what if think about it. A girl gave you a roadmap
Okay.
how to make her happy, how to fix any problem, shows you where she lacks in anything in her life,
hmm
hands it to you,
hmm
and you still fuck up. Then what?
I mean, if you still fuck up, that's on you. But that's never going to happen because you will give us that roadmap, and women would be on a whole different road tomorrow.
You're not wrong.
I mean,
we could change our minds like that.
like,
We
like,
could be like, damn, like you're being too simp right now. Like I appreciate it, but today I'm not in a simpy mood. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong.
yeah. I mean, because like, especially this is what I honestly think. At least wait until she had like 4 periods around you. So that's like 4 months. You'll see the real her.
You think so?
I think
There are some girls who
I think your chances are higher,
there are
but
some girls who don't get moody during their period. Some girls are more moody off their period than they are on their period.
right. But I'd rather see all of it before I engage in a relationship because if you're not moody during that first month, maybe because I'm new and you don't want to show it. If you're not moody that second month, okay, maybe she has strong enough willpower to not show who the fuck she is. Third time, okay, maybe that is really her. Fourth time is just a confirmation.
Okay. So about 4 months.
That's what I think.
Okay.
I know
What
that's a
about for
long.
guys? Since guys don't get periods and they're just moody all the fucking time, then
We
what?
do get, we do get periods. Want to tell what a man period is?
Go ahead. Please elaborate.
A man period is, and Mr. the Great Patrice O'Neal told me this. The man period is when he's in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and he wants other pussy, but he's faithful, so he's cranky. So, like for instance, say if your bra is behind the door, That bra been behind the door for 3 weeks, but all of a sudden he decides to say something. He's cranky. He's craving other pussy. That's a man, period.
And that just goes to show that men can't be faithful. That they want
I
everything
mean,
that they don't have.
no, it's the difference between faithful and having enough discipline to not act on your lust. I mean, because man, we're gonna
Okay.
fucking lust. We're gonna lust all the time, but you can't say that's cheating. As long as we don't act on it and we show discipline, then that's a quote unquote good man.
So what makes a man a good man?
Discipline, having enough willpower and discipline. Me right now in the stage of my life, I have discipline, but I know myself enough that I haven't did everything that I wanted to do, especially sexually. So me getting in a relationship, my chances of cheating are high right now.
Okay.
But that's my outtake on it. Do you think when women get married that they slack off, or do you think they get better in marriage?
I think they slack off. And same for men too. Like things go downhill. That's why divorce happens. Dating, most of the time, dating stops when people are married. They're like, we have work, we end up having kids, we have this, we have that, and they forget to date each other. So it's like downhill from there.
Wow. That's a totally different animal. But ever since I started doing this, I thought girls was lying when they said they never watch porn. I have like 4 or 5 girls that said they never watch porn. And it's
Yeah.
like hard, it's like difficult. Like I watch porn like it's a fucking TV episode.
Some people just have no desire for it. Like it doesn't, not that it's like bad or anything like that. It's just like that's not something everyone wants to see. Like some things mean more to other people. And so
So
I don't want to see what you're doing in your bedroom and what they're doing, what she's doing, kind of thing.
okay, hey, see now somebody finally explained it to me. So you look at it as like I don't want to be nosy.
Yeah. It's not, and no, it's not really like nosy. It's more so, me personally, I don't agree with it. I think it's very, I'll use a biblical term, sinful, just because I don't want to say it's bad. It's very sinful, and it does open doors to issues in relationships
Uh-huh.
because they're like, oh, okay, I want to try this. I've seen this here, and maybe the other person's like, well, I don't want to. Like that's not what I'm into, kind of thing. Um, it opens doors for people to wander. So if your girl's not doing that, okay, fine, fuck it. I'll find another girl who will, kind of thing, you know?
Right.
So it's just kind of another one of those disrespectful areas that I find to be disrespectful.
Okay. So this is the only religious question I will ask, unless you want to dive into it. But are you deeply religious? Or do you consider yourself deeply religious?
I am not religious. I have a relationship with the Lord. I sin just as much as the next person, if not more. So, and I do not judge people in their walk with Jesus because my walk was about non-existent 3 months ago. So,
Okay.
I mean,
So
everyone's on a different path, and someone who didn't know Jesus yesterday could be like 30 steps ahead of me tomorrow. So it's just one of those things. Like you just never know.
so what's your viewpoint on abortions? And I got another question after this. Um, with
Abortion.
yeah.
Abortion, I feel like if it's necessary, you can do it. I mean, I have 2 friends who have had an abortion. If you're not ready for a kid, please do not bring this child into the world. Giving up for adoption, you can do that. Not really a fan of abortion, but if that's what you have to do, like It's perfectly fine.
It's a business decision, isn't it?
Yeah, like, and I mean, it's also between two people. Like, if the person you're with can't like be there with you and let you know, like, hey, I'm sorry, or if it was a one night stand and you got pregnant and you're like, shit, um, I fucked up. That's fine too. Like,
Right.
yeah.
So doing that, you're dealing with kids. Do you think you will get an abortion? But I gotta say, it doesn't seem like you put yourself in positions to have to acquire abortion. But would you ever consider one, or thought, what if
If
I had?
I gen, if I, and I've thought about this before too. If I genuinely have to, like, if I was in a place where I was like, shit, I fucked up and I'm not ready for a kid, I don't want to be pregnant, all that jazz, yes, I would get one. Because I don't want to bring a kid in this world that I'm not ready to take care of or that I'm not willing to give up for adoption. And the systems for adoption are kind of hard. So it's just like if you don't have that parent right away,
Mhm.
then they're in the system and it's just probably harder for them to get adopted. So
Okay.
do I want to adopt kids? Yes, all of them.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So it seems like, I don't know if you're. It seems like you're headstrong and you have the knowledge of what you can do. But if there was two groups of women, a group of pretty women and a group of not so attractive women, which group would you feel more threatened by when your man is around? Like, what group of women do you think your man would
If I
be?
have to feel threatened, I shouldn't be with that guy.
That's so cliche.
That's just no, I'm no, like I'm being dead ass. Like if I have to feel threatened, you shouldn't like if a girl has to feel threatened by another girl, you should not be with that guy. But honestly, truthfully answering this question, because I guess that's what you want to hear, even though that was the truth. Probably the girls who are more attractive because guys are visual people.
Right.
They're
You know,
visual. So if
I don't
I'm
understand.
a,
Like, you you haven't had that much sexual experience, but you get us a lot. You understand us a lot.
I have a lot of guy cousins that I'm closer. Okay, so I've always been closer with my guy cousins than my girl cousins. I've always been the girl to hang out with a lot more guys just because I wanted to know why guys are the way they are, why guys are dogs.
Do you think women that have father figures in their lives excel in relationships better?
No, that has nothing to do with it. Because
Mhm.
if a guy was raised by a woman, he can excel too, just as much as someone who had a father and a father and a mother. You know what I mean? That doesn't. It all depends on the person because you can have two great parents who work hard together, motivate you, do the best that they could, and you can still be hoeing around doing whatever the hell you want to do because that's just what you want to do. You know?
What if I told you that I only like to deal with women that had a father figure in their life, whether it was a dad, uncle,
That's a
a
personal preference.
granddad, or something?
That's a
I mean,
personal. That's a
I
personal preference.
I think them just being around men or father figures, that they are more likely to understand me and my viewpoints on things and why I am the way I am than a woman that only
But that's
been around.
not true.
No, I'm just saying,
That's
like,
not true.
I just
Because
think they're.
some girls haven't had that, but hang around guys a lot, and they could probably understand you a lot more because they've hung out with guys your age. Whereas some girls have father figures where they get like, oh, well, back in the day we used to do this and blah blah blah, which is different when you get back in the day things. And women always make guys out to be like the bad guy.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So
Uh, What's your favorite number and why?
I couldn't tell you why,
Hmm.
but I have three, 2, 11, and 12. 2 because my birthday's on the 2nd. 11 and 12, I really don't know why or where that came about, but those are my favorite numbers. Time in my life.
So now in your life, what you think is something that you would do that's petty now?
Oh, I'd probably ignore your ass.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm good for ignoring people. Like I will straight up just ignore you.
yeah, like you did me for a long time for this interview.
Honestly, like it was
You was
on
on, you,
you see
you
as
was
soon
on
as
the
it was off
fence.
Snap.
Exactly. You was on the fence until you seen how it was. And you was like, okay, maybe it's cool. I probably think, like a lot of women, I believe they think, like, I'm trying to hit at them when I say that.
No, not even. I watched like 5 seconds of all of them, fast forward it to the middle. Like I told you I couldn't watch all of it. But the first one that you said, I did watch all of it. It was pretty lit. But no, like I have a mind of Dory, the fish. So I just forget things. And that's why I said if you text me, I'll remember because I'll have it in my phone and I'll be like, oh, I have to do that.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But yeah.
But yeah, man, we
Yeah.
appreciate it. So during the coronavirus, was you affected during the curfew?
No, I don't think we even had one out here. But I don't really go out like that, so I don't know.
So what does the average day consist of besides, work? Let's just say if you don't have work.
I work 6 days a week.
Mm. And is that
I'm
by
currently working 3 jobs.
That's pretty dope. So like you're trying to do that until like you have a a, a medical issue. Like what's the goal? Like what's the like?
I have a shopping addiction that I don't like to talk about. And so I need 3 jobs. I need a job for my job, a job for my bills, and a job for my shopping addiction.
We're gonna talk about that. So what type of things are we just talking about? Clothes or
Clothes, coffee cups, Bibles for no reason, books that I read halfway through and don't read again. So I picked up one that I'm a quarter of the way through.
huh? You
And
said
I'm gonna try
coffee?
to read that.
That coffee
Coffee
cups?
cups, yeah. I don't have one in my room, but yes, I buy coffee cups a lot. A lot of coffee cups. I have taken over the whole cabinet in my parents' house, and my brother said if I buy another coffee cup, he's gonna start slowly throwing them away.
You're very interesting.
Hmm. Yep. I buy journals. I buy cards to send to people or
Mhm.
notes to write people. What else do I buy? Food, like there's no tomorrow, and coffee, like there's no tomorrow. Um, Shoes for no reason. So yeah, I currently have 2 racks in my room that's filled with clothes, my
Mhm.
closet that's filled with clothes. My parents had to throw away clothes that were inside of the hallway closet because I wasn't home at the time, so they just threw it away. And I came back and they were gone. I mean, do I know what was there? No. And I also had a closet in Boston at my grandmother's house. So, I mean, I do have a shopping problem. And I'm currently storing clothes in the backseat of my car so my mom doesn't see new stuff that I have.
Less shopping, more sex. Your life will be funner. It seems fun now, but I think it would be much funner.
I mean, yes, but like I'm also not really entertained by that as much as most people might be. And what's your addiction
My
other
addiction?
than cooking? Other than cooking,
How do you know? Why you think cooking is my addiction?
because you're always cooking on Snap, so you must enjoy that. That is
Uh,
probably your guilty pleasure.
it's my it's like meditation.
Okay, shopping is like my meditation, but I also probably need therapy. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Okay, but my addiction
Hmm.
besides cooking, Uh, I don't know. I don't have like any like something because when I think of addiction, I'm thinking like definition addiction, like something that's like hard to cut out. I can cut out a lot of things. Like I mean, I drink often. I fish. Well, that's my hobby. But I don't have like anything that's like something that I can't stop doing.
Okay, well that's good.
Can't
That's
stop
good.
it.
I tried to stop shopping, but it doesn't work.
So you just keep shopping and more shopping.
Yeah, I end up getting an email about something being on sale, and I'm like, oof, yikes.
I got another question. So how do you feel about like guys approaching you like out in public? Like do they do that or
Do not whistle. Do not say "Hey, ma." Like that's disrespectful. Come up like you have some sense and you were raised by a human being, not a wolf, and be like, "Excuse me." Start girls who acknowledge any guy who whistles at them, "Hey, ma," "Hey, babe." They don't care about themselves, about anyone else. They're just there for a good time, and that's okay. But yeah, I think guys just need to get a little more class about how they approach girls, and maybe things might last a little longer for them.
wow. Wow.
Yeah, because I will straight up walk past anyone. I've done it multiple times. Who says "Ama"? Don't be yelling at me like I'm your puppy. Mm-mm. No, that's rude. That is so rude. I will look at you and turn around. I will let you know that I saw you, and I will keep walking.
I'm gonna tell you this now. A lot of people, a lot of my friends probably are gonna see this and once it comes out and they're gonna be like interested in you. So what are some things not to say in your DMs?
Uh, I'm not gonna tell you that. Slide in my DMs and you'll find out.
Okay. When you get a DM,
No, I'm actually very sweet when people are in my DMs. Like I'm not mean like at all to people in my
so
DMs.
so if you slide in your DMs, what's the first thing you go to? Do you look immediately at the profile or do you immediately open it? And what's something that'll get a guy left on red in your DMs?
Let's see. I definitely look at their profile first. I'll probably take a screenshot of what they sent me, send it to my best friend, and be like, "Let's see where this goes."
Wow.
No, seriously. I'm a sweet person, but I'm also not sweet. And I currently have this thing going with this guy. He thinks I'm gonna fall in love with him, but I'm like, nah, you're gonna fall in love with me. Kind of thing. Yeah, it's real childish. That's probably the childish thing I'm doing right now. But anyways, got him to buy me a sweatshirt today, so I'm kind of excited about it. So just tread lightly in my DMs
You
because
are a
I genuinely
conqueror.
I genuinely do not care. Like I don't. But you can.
Is
I'm up for a challenge if y'all want a challenge, but I just don't. Shoot
is
your
that
shots all you want to, boy. But I just
is that
don't.
is that the sweater you're wearing now?
No, actually, my best friend got me this one. She got me this because she ordered one. She ordered a tie dye one, and I like this one. But no,
Is
usually I think you've seen on Snap. I posted my what's it called, Cash App for people to slide money in there. Multiple people do,
uh
and that's you do what you want with your money. I'm just gonna take it. It's fine.
yeah. So damn, what I was just about to say. Uh, are you open for like dating?
Dating. I mean, we can go on dates, chicken wings and fries. That's fine. But
Let's be
as
vegan
far as
first.
like dating, I mean, no, I'm down for some good wings. I love a veggie burger, but I'm down
Oh,
for some good wings all the time, and Mexican. But no, I'm not really the dating type right now. I'm really about myself right now. I got goals, and I don't need anybody to get in my way. But I
and
mean, I'll entertain you if you need someone to hang out with.
what's I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I don't know if you see my snaps, but I'm always just like going to the bars just to go. But
Yeah.
but why did you agree to do the interview, if I may ask?
I don't know. I felt like
Because I was begging. Say it.
no, not even that. I don't know. I felt like I needed some inspiration to start blogging again, I guess. So I was like, I'll do this, see if my mind opens up differently.
Okay. I hope it did. And we're reaching the end of the interview. Is there anything you would like to shout out or tell people to look out for? First, what's your Instagram? If you have an Instagram.
Just kyah things _
Just
JUSTKYAHTHINGS _
okay.
Yeah. And there you can find my whole life.
Well, I have one last question that I ask on every episode, but you already answered it. So I have another last question. Because usually my last question is, what's your top 3 porn sites? I know, but it's not that fond of a question. But my last
Hey, it's your show. You can do what you want.
Hey, that's the best thing about it. Tell me about it. I said bar about it. I'm thinking about a bar right now. Sorry. I'm sorry. But my last question is this. You and your friend, which is a guy, you go out of town. You're coming back. He's on the passenger side. He's asleep. You notice you need gas. Do you wake him up to pump the gas?
I'm about to go tell myself at the Revels room.
Say we gon' vibe now. Say we gon' slide now. Look at your fly now. Then right I'm high now. Let's make a move now. Show you how to groove now. Make her ride it like broom now. Call your friends in the room now. She say we gon' party, we gon' all it. Skin is so smooth like a 40. She gon' ride it like Harley. Maybe Ferrari, then need her all like some smarty. No, she don't know me, she moving closely. I'm already thinking